we've also had a spin, and it's that kind of a 600, isn't it? Simon Ruffle Ward, I think, was leading the team rather slowly as well. So is 2.6 seconds, so that is a good advantage from him. Kevin Harrison was a big gainer there as well, wasn't he? He started down in 8th position on the grid and came through in 5th at the end of the first lap. We ought to say leading class 2 at the end of lap number 1 is kind of a 47 James Coleman, and who's going to be the first of the classic Resto racing cars through? It is going to be, despite the fact that I saw him get a little bit sideways, who's leading class 3? It's Ben McLaughlin. Normal service is resumed.
That's right, not far ahead of Will Heslop, I think, to be honest. So we'll keep a little eye on that one. But as you say, Will was so out of shape, so I think Ben keeping a cool head on as ever.
Yeah, so Ben McLaughlin, who has done all of the winning so far in the classic Resto racing section of the races, either separately or combined, as the case has been throughout this season. Combined races, of course, this weekend. So the number 86 car leading classic Resto racing. Our overall race leader is about to flick his way through Hamilton and head in towards the braking area for Oggies. The good fight we've got at the moment is for 5th and 6th place, isn't it? Car number 16, Kevin Harrison, is under pressure, isn't he, from Mark McAleer, the black car with its blue flashes behind.
That's right, Mark McAleer looked very, very quick on the exit of Agostini, so I think he's getting good traction in that 997, right with Kevin Harrison as they disappear briefly back far side.
Yep, so Andy Toon is behind them, and then a bit of a gap back then before we then see the Class 2 leader, which, as I say, is James Coleman. As for our overall race leader, well, he's already heading underneath the vehicle bridge in towards Brundle and Nelson. Down the landscape of the circuit, Peter Morris appears to be even in 2nd place. Behind him, and then a trio there flashing their way out of the shop currently. 5-minute race, such a long circuit, so getting they're actually doing, to be quite honest. It's going to be interesting. Slight stop from our perspective, so probably like stop break actually is good. Fantastic. Here comes Bass in 2nd place. The time clock already taking through and over the start finish line. Pete Morris under pressure from his teammate Chris Dyer, but they remain in the same order. The 997 ahead of the Cayman F. As for the squabble that has been brewing, the big might surprise Kevin Harrison and Mark McAleer. But Mark McAleer has managed to unlock the door to 5th place. He's got himself through and ahead of Kevin Harrison. The 14 car now through and up into 5th place. Kevin Harrison drops down into 6th position. Into the pit lane, though, comes a car that's been plagued with problems. Alistair Isles, who had a raft of different issues in qualifying. And noticed Chris Dawes is very sadly back into pit lane for what's been a pretty short day for him so far out the team.
With the windscreen wiper in exactly the same place that we had it earlier as well, so we've still not managed to get that one sorted.
Yeah, so problems for Alistair Isles continuing. As for the lead of the classic Resto Racing pack, well, as things stand, it is Ben McLaughlin who leads that, and quite comfortably so now.
Will Heslop's lost several places, was 2nd on the lap before, but now has tumbled down that Resto Racing order.
He was the middle sector. I think there was a mistake in the middle sector for him. He lost about 6 seconds in the middle part of the lap ball, so I think he's had a problem somewhere, hasn't he?
Definitely. Man on the move, though, is Jacob McAleer. 19th on the lap before, 13th through on this lap. 6 places gained in 1 lap from Jake.
It just didn't happen in qualifying, or he didn't like it, did he? But yeah,
he actually did have the heater fitted, but the fan packed up.
Oh,
he actually said at one point he went off the track doing 30 miles an hour because he couldn't see.
It was that bad.
It was that bad.
And of course he was stuck behind Del Brett when Del stalled on the grid as well.
It is, so a comeback drive to keep an eye on.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye towards that one. Just see Ben McLaughlin, our classic Resto Racing race leader, just turning his way with a that yellow Boxster round through.
Blue car that he was behind before, like Molly's Jeans car, so yeah, keep an eye on that.
Yeah, nice speed for finish line. What is brewing again now by the look of things for second position, because Pete Morris has still got Chris Dyer with him, but Chris Dyer has now been quite green machine in the hands of Michael Price, and Michael Price is also having to watch his mirrors because Mark McAleer is not too far away, so that's a good little fight for second, third and fourth place, and almost fifth, just heading round through Ritchie's corner now, but with Peter Morris at the head of it. Can't believe that the lead advantage is colossal. We've only had 3 laps of racing. Simon Clark leads by barely 15 seconds, 14 and a half seconds.
Yeah, he said he likes Snetterton, but I think he must think he really likes Snetterton, because that is actually quite a phenomenal performance to actually put away. But he has been driving in no time.
Absolutely, Morris has got a clear windscreen as well, hasn't he? Chris Dyer in third place under pressure. Can Michael Price do anything about it as they head in towards the braking area for Agostini? He sits behind.
Ben McLaughlin's just gone through, and yeah, I think that was Steve Freeman he's actually following, so yeah, not the other blue Boxster that they called a glimpse of, so Ben's still, I think, at the front of the Class 3.
He is, yeah, and he's comfortably at the front of Class 3 as well, because the gap between himself in 17th position, that's going to bring 6 cars, and the braking will blatantly is about 10 seconds, so Ben McLaughlin leading in by 10 seconds. Michael Clark, the overall race leader, leading, as you say, by nearly 15 seconds, but the lead battle will be heading back round into our sight again before too much longer. Are we going to see some back marker Lapri, I would have thought? The race leader will be bearing down, I think, on some slower resto races. Back off the second, Pete Morris with Chris Dyer, closing Michael Price, who seems to have the wind between his sails at this stage.
That's right, yeah, I was just going to keep an eye on actually see what's happening in Class 2, because we've got Kevin Molyneux now off the second in class. Very impressive overall in that white, green and black Boxster.
Out of Nelson up towards the bottom of the line now on his third hole, because Pete Morris is just getting away a little bit now. Chris Dyer in third place. He's taking a huge pressure from the green car of Michael Price. The pair of them round through Coram up towards the braking area for Murray's. Michael Price not trying anything just as yet as they head out of Murray's. So there's finish line for Chalk, what is now lap number 4 into the book. Already safely over the start finish line is our race leader. What's the gap done this time? It's grown to 15.6 seconds first to second place. Chris Dyer under attack again, heading up towards Ritchie's from Michael Price. Wide line taken in from Ritchie, trying to get the line on the exit. I don't quite think that's going to work on the run down in towards the braking area for the Wilson hairpin. Let's have a look. No, still behind is Michael Price in 4th position, and Chris Dawes has some news from the pits.
Kevin Harrison, number 16, he's into the pits.
That's the borrowed car for this weekend.
And straight to the garage as well, actually, for that car.
That's such a shame, isn't it, for Kevin Harrison? As you said, he borrowed the car after the incident that ran a few weeks ago.
Yeah, well, his car got severely damaged. So we've also got Jake McAleer actually up to 9th overall now, so flying on there. But the other car to watch is Jake's dad, car 14, up to 5th, Mark McAleer, and closing on that battle ahead.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's closing in on the battle ahead, largely because they're all busy squabbling at this stage. So, the Resto Racing car, which is heading out the Monkeys, as Pete Morris in second place, then his way to the Boxsters. So, there's going to be some traffic that we'll need dealing with by this pack of cars, and they'll still rolling their sleeves up and slugging it out for third, fourth and fifth position. Our race leader Simon Clark will already have picked off all of those slower cars. We've got 13 and a half minutes of the race still remaining. The track conditions continuing to improve as everybody still looks to go that little bit quicker. The fastest lap of the race was set by the race leader on lap 2, the first flying lap, 2 minutes 24.516 for Simon Clark is the fastest lap. And he at the moment last time through lap a couple of seconds slower than that. So
stop going round so quickly.
He was too busy enjoying himself was the problem, despite the fact he was probably the only one out there. Here comes the race leader, Mr. Lap 5 about to be completed. Car 23, Simon Clark, pole sitter, heads over the start finish line. Remember, he scored back-to-back victories at the bottom. Race leader, France actually. Only 2 wins so far this year. He's had a second, he's had a third, he's had a fourth, he's had a sixth as well, so he's been consistent, so that's why he leads the Class 1 Championship standings coming into this weekend. There goes Peter Morris in second place, and now it's Michael Price in third, and Chris Dyer in fourth on the front of Mark McAleer, the two of them side by side. Traffic up the road as well, stays out of the way. Chris Dyer dives through and gets past the traffic. Mark McAleer dives through and gets past the traffic, but Chris Dyer losing already one place, and surely he's going to lose a further one, I think, there, because Mark McAleer looks quicker, doesn't he, at this stage of the race?
It is, yeah, just before the race. Mark was not a happy bunny racing, so with no experience in his car in these conditions, but hey, that's a double champion for you.
It is, yeah, absolutely. It's Mark McAleer himself and his son had a win apiece last time they had the Brown Patch. Mark's won 4th, and Jake is in 9th place, and is he closing on the cars ahead still? Yes, he is actually. Yeah, he's closing in on the Class 2 leader, isn't he, in 8th place, which is James Coleman, and James will know full well it's a Class 1 car approaching. I think if Jake catches him, he probably won't make life too difficult. As for the lead of Restoracing, that is still going the way of car number 86, Ben McLaughlin, who now has a 12.7 second lead between himself and number 84, Blakesley, who has a 7 second advantage between himself and William Headlock. So not quite as close in Restoracing this weekend.
No, it's not. I think we're seeing people actually, again, things must be happening out of our sight, because Kevin Molyneux, who was running second in Class 2, has now dropped to 4th in Class there. So
largely can't see. We do have some camera screens that help us, but again, they are fixed cameras, and therefore unless the car spins past the camera, it has a problem as it goes past just coming into the braking area. Paul Murray's is the race leader. We've got 10 and a half minutes of the race remaining. This is lap number 6. Mirrors are getting ever fuller on that green number 7 car, and Michael Price behind him. So Michael Price, already having picked off the likes of Chris Dyer and co, is now looking to try and push himself further up through the order. So here comes that battle for 2nd and 3rd place. Number 2, Peter Morris. Number 7, Michael Price, through and past us on the start-finish line up towards Ritchie's corner. Mark McAleer now taking up into 4th place at the expense of Chris Dyer, who now comes down to 5th position. Gets back into the 6th place. Restoracing cars, which is number 4, Andy Toon.
that's right, Andy Toon, though, with very, very good performance there. Strong performance, actually, from car number 50, which is James Cayley. So one of our newcomers for this season, but running 7th overall in these conditions is a fine performance.
Yeah, James Cayley is not even out of the top 6 so far this year, Andy, but again, he's been consistent at PGA all year. Every single round he's been consistent, and the first top 6 is on the cards before too much longer.
I think so, to be quite honest. It's a case of keeping a cool head in these conditions and making the most of the opportunities.
Yeah, he's going beautifully well at this stage. Is his lap time suggesting he's going to catch Andy Toon, who was half a second quicker than Andy Toon on the lap that they've just completed. Andy Toon, the number 4 car, James Cayley, the number 50 car. Yeah, half a second quicker and 2 seconds behind. So, yeah, there's time to catch. There's time to get past potentially as well.
There is, yeah, still say just under 9 minutes left in this race. So definitely though drying up. We're not seeing anything like the spray coming up from these cars as we were earlier in the race.
I just having a look at Peter Morris in 2nd place. He's Oggies and up towards Williams. He's still got Michael Price with him. They're also still carving their way through past the traffic, which thankfully for the man across the West Midlands, Pete Morris, he's meeting in the right places really, so he thunders his way down the penalty straight. Michael Price catching him in the slipstream though as they head down towards the vehicle bridge. They disappear out of my view. There was another bit of traffic just up the road as well that Pete Morris might catch, slap bang in the middle of Brundle and Nelson here if he's not careful. And he's going to meet the traffic just as they exit Nelson, so he should be able to Michael Price is within a Porsche left of him now, so they will reappear into view any seconds now. The black and red car is Pete Morris in second place. The green car is Michael Price in third position. As an absolutely together. Slightly less polished surface around the outside, no. For the moment he sits behind the double former champion onto the brake, turn their way through the left-hander. Morris will lead on with his experience here. He wants to come to second.
He is. That's going to be a very close battle, evenly matched both in 997 C2Ss, so the most powerful cars out on the grid today, but also the heaviest cars. Very noticeable, Pete Morris with his wipers off, but Michael Price with his thrashing away, trying to clear that windscreen as he closely follows his rival.
Yeah, so through they go. Pete Morris now. Did he make a slight mistake there heading up to Richie's corner? I think he did now. The time got off his hand for Michael Price as they exit the corner. Michael Price to try and get the right-hand side of the circuit on the inside line for Wilson, but no, Pete Morris got away with it now. I think he might have just parked the car on the apex of the corner really, and that was why I saw the car going slowly out of shocks. He wanted to make sure he got off the corner neatly, and by the skin of his teeth he did that, but Michael Price is starting to turn the screw here and asking you questions of the double former champion. They go through the left-hander at Palmer. There's more truck traffic just on the road. They can deal with as well. Possibly who is the next of the cars that they're going to have to try and work their way through and past. If it's not him, it's Sam Beckett, because both of those cars in Restoracing are painted a similar colour. Stays neatly out of the way, which means that Pete Morris for the moment still hangs on to second. Michael Price is still there in third place. We've also had a change now for 8th because Jake McAleer at the wheel of his Class 1 machine, the 996, has got through the head of the Class 2 leading car of James Coleman, who, as expected, sort of didn't put up a big fight. He's more focused on leading the class and maximising his championship aspirations.
Quite sensibly, that's 11 places in Jake McAleer's comeback fight. He's probably worth watching.
We got to decide on the driver of the race as well.
We can actually,
right,
yes.
There's one that's standing out already.
There is, really, yes.
So we'll wait the arrival of our race leader again before too much longer. There are just under 6 minutes of the race to go. 7 laps already completed by time of the bar. The last time through, leading 21 seconds. Which is heading up towards the conclusion of the lap now. On the line, second and third place, Peter Morris and Michael Price will both be reappearing into view very shortly, and still they're threading their way through the traffic as well, which is neatly out of the way. Just Peter Morris and the green car of Michael Price, the two 997s squabbling away and closing in on them now. I think they're holding each other up. Quicker than the pair of them ahead. He was a full second quicker than Michael Price on that lap, so the battle is almost there now, isn't it? 3 cars fighting over 2 podium places.
3 997s, and I actually thought Mark McAleer was falling away, but no, it just definitely seems to have found the pace in the last couple of laps. All the back markers are just falling better than him with the 2 cars across.
By James Cayley, and James was that 1.7 seconds quicker on that lap, bringing the gap down to just a second now. So James Cayley, still in 7th place, but well beyond his first top 6 of the season.
That's a fantastic performance. Congratulations to him. Very, very good drivers at the front. He can still come in and make an impression.
Ben McLaughlin, our Class 3 and Classic Restoracing class leader, has just been lapped down. 16th place now, the first of the cars that is now a lap down, but still comfortably leading his class and on for maximum championship points yet again. The squabble for 2nd, 3rd and 4th heads into the braking area for Oggies. 'Twas ever still Pete Morris, still with Michael Price not that far behind, and Mark McAleer desperate to try and make up the extra few car lengths that he needs to do. And as for that final place inside the top 6, Snetterton now, who no longer has over a second behind him, James Cayley. James Cayley has really worked hard to bring that gap down and yet further, I think. So, yeah, they're just heading out of Oggies now. So, no matter where you look, there are still some battles going on, and that's what we've seen all season, really. And rightly so, 32 cars already. Which is always
superb driving. Yeah, sometimes it's easy to forget the guy who just drives away in the front, because probably the most boring race is actually the one player, Simon Clark. But he's putting on a performance, as are the people behind him. We should be coming into our view any second. That battle for second place is starting with number 3 cars.
Because around 3 minutes to go as he crossed the start-finish line, and he just lapped in a 2-minute 26. So next time he comes over, there'll be less than a lap time left to take the start-finish line. So for him, he's on his penultimate lap. Here now comes the trio of 997, still in the same order: Peter Morris, Michael Price, Mark McAleer, towards the braking area for Ritchie's corner. No traffic to worry about this time through. They've dispensed with all of the back markers, so can crack on with it a bit more. There goes Chris Dyer in 5th position, and nobody waits to the arrival of Andy Toon and James Cayley, still in the same order. James Cayley at the moment, still knocking on the door.
Restoracing leader with, I think, a huge lead over the rest of those cars.
All of the class leaders have big leads, because in Class 1, Simon Clark, the overall race leader, leads by 21.5 seconds. In Class 2, James Coleman leads Angus Archer by a similar margin. And in Class 3, Ben McLaughlin leads Paul Blakesley by almost 19.6 seconds. So big class leads no matter where you look at this stage.
That's right, so fine driving going on. Big gaggle of cars actually coming down the pit straight right now. We're Brett leading on pits of cars. Angus Archer, who's actually second in Class 2, picking his way through some of the rest of the racing cars. As behind him is a blaze of taillights. They're almost 4 abreast into Ritchie's.
They are, and they're all coming out of Ritchie's as well, which is a good thing to see. For a split second there, I thought there was an issue in the middle of the pack, but they've all been able to head back out of Ritchie's, the right-hander. Second, third, and fourth place battle is just heading down the Bentley straight at the moment. The order still Peter Morris from Michael Price from Mark McAleer. Throttle pedal, shift up through the gears as they head up towards the bomb hole this time through. There are 30 seconds remaining on the clock as they start the finish line now to start the last lap of the race. Goes our race leader Simon Clark. So it's a great time and going on the Snetterton 300 circuit to try and work out who's going to finish second, third and fourth, but one of them is going to miss out on a podium spot, aren't they?
They are, they're very close. They're actually coming down the pit lane again. 8 seconds as they cross the line on the timer just above the start finish line, so they're going to know that it's now or never.
Hang on to second position. I'm also keeping an eye towards what's going on for 6th and 7th place. It looks as though it is still Andy Toon, isn't it? It is, yeah. James Cayley is not quite with the number 50 car. Been able to get himself right up into contention to mount a challenge for that position. They're close to each other, but not close enough as they head up towards Ritchie's corner.
That's right, yeah, very close in the infield. I think Andy Toon's
Certainly different things.
He's actually the 996 surrounded by a host of 997s.
That would be what it is. You can tell. Third and fourth places, and we're sitting with Bentley straight currently. Our race leader will be coming up to take the checkered flag before too much longer. But what has been, I'm sure you'll agree, a pretty dominant performance from Simon Clark. You know, he said he liked this circuit. He's going to like it even more now, isn't he?
No, he has that advantage in qualifying, and sometimes you wonder if anyone can actually carry that into a race. Morris in that first half lap or so, and then was just emphatically quicker than anybody else out there.
Yeah, considering they'd gone side by side for 4 or 5 corners, to then all of them have that enormous gap was rather surprising to see, to say the least. Over the start finish line there was another little fight that we've got going on, the number 39 car there, just going through a great battle. But our race leader just heading up towards Williams for the final time. It is going to be a dominant performance for Simon Clark, who's about to come through and grab win number 3 of the 2019 season in the Petro Canada Lubricants Porsche Club Championship with Pirelli. The win goes the way of Simon Clark. He takes the checkered flag first. Who's going to finish in second place? So it is Peter Morris. But I can't see Michael Price.
No, there's a gaggle of cars coming out to the final corner, but that's a mix of our second place battle and back on. They have to break their way through. Scanning the cameras, looking for a car somewhere on the track.
He's gone missing in sector 3 somewhere, is all that I can tell you. Now sector 3 is through Brundle Nelson.
What you'll find actually, Mike, is that he's on his way round now, but it was sector 1 where he lost all the time. Yeah.
Seconds in sector 1, so it's Simon Clark that takes the win. Peter Morris in second place, Mark McAleer in third place, Chris Dyer comes through to finish in fourth place, fifth is Andy Toon, and James Cayley does get inside the top 6, not as a result of the overtake, but as a result of problems for others, but he does get the first top 6 finish. He does, yeah, so it's James Cayley in 6th place, number 44, Jake McAleer in 7th, ahead of Michael Price, who finished in 8th place. 9th place, next car to take the checkered flag is the Class 2 leader, which is James Coleman, who comes through to finish in 9th place and claim top honours in Class 2. Del Brett will be the car that will finish in 10th place. He should come through to the checkered flag any second now, and then he should be in 11th or 12th place then because of Angus Archer in 11th place, number 70, and number 48 finishing 12th place, which is Tony Barlow. 13th place will go the way of Ross Morris with car number 13. 14th, already taking the checkered flag, is number 68, which is Steve Freeman, and then it is number 4, Kevin Molyneux in 15th place, ahead of the normal service reduced again.